Okay guys, let's see. I want to do a flippable page, so I am gonna start with cutting this the same size as this. And we do need a few, but how much exact I don't know, but I think I will go for 3 already, so I know for sure that all 3 are the same size. I am gonna cut this. Okay, let's make some fold blinds. Alright, for the first one, yeah, we definitely need one more. The first one, maybe the first one definitely. It's gonna be the biggest one, so absolutely. Alright, let's start with, well, actually it's gonna be the last one. Alright, fold them. Some tape on. I can't do that right away. Okay, fold that 1/8 flat. Grab your page, put this on your left, and make a mark. I'm just gonna make it 1 millimeter smaller. Okay, that's one. Let's grab the next one, and the next one 1/2 inch, and we're also gonna do a 1/8. Go. There you go. You can add wide away tape. It now nicely in front of you. Alright, now this one, fold it over with it 1/8. This one this is the first page, so the next one is going to be shorter. How much shorter? Let's see. Let's see, it's a 7.5 fully, a small 7.5. So let's see, it's a 7.5. What if we do 1.5 shorter? Okay, so I'm gonna make this 1.5 shorter. I'm not gonna measure, nope, it's just 1.5 shorter than the other one. Yeah, I'm gonna make it you guys difficult. We're gonna make another one. 1/2 inch. And yeah, let's do another 1/8. That's enough. So we have plenty of space. So no worries, if you're gonna add pictures in there, there will be enough space. Here we go. Okay, so this was our first, this is our second. So this one I also gonna make this 1.5 shorter. So I'm just going to place this down. Place my roller on, 1.5 shorter. It is that easy. Yep, it is. Alright. So we have our leftovers. Don't throw that away, not ever. Alright, so 3 pages. Cool. But I'm not going to start with the biggest one. Nope, I'm going to start with the smallest one. So fold your 1/8 back. Place this down. Hold it down and remove your tape. Alright, now we want to press the next one, so I'm just going to make this flat. So that's my second one, the middle one. Make everything flat. Place this at the bottom. Make it nice and even. Here we go. Okay, this is still nice flat, so I'm going to do the same. Make that 1/8 flat. Another corner. So place this at the bottom, straight, nice and straight at the bottom. Go to the corner, up, hold it down, replace it. Yes. Alright. So we have enough space in here. We have enough space in here. And we have enough space at the last one. Yep. Cool. Yep, and then this looks like this. But trust me, if we're gonna fill this up, then it definitely looks not that awkward as now. Because now there is nothing to be filled in. So we have a full page here, and I could have made it other way around, but I like it this way. So what's next? Okay, we're gonna make some pockets and all kind of things. So stay tuned. Okay guys, let's see, let's start here. Let's do pockets. Yes, pockets. Alright, leftover piece. Do we have a smaller one? Yeah, we have this one. I think this is more than enough to have a nice pocket with. So, 1/2 inch for the bottom, 1/2 inch for the side. So it's not much new to do this. In the meantime, do you know what okay, so it's been 3 weeks that I did my crafting, because I had my dentures and everything. So in the meantime, what can you do? What can you do if you feel uncomfortable, having pain, and you don't want to lay in bed all day? You're just gonna put yourself on the couch with a nice comfy warm blanket and all the doggies and the puppies around you and watch television series. Yay! And first I did watch the Nautilus, but that I already started earlier with. So I think I had 1 or 2 episodes, then I was finished with that. And then I start a new series. Well, it's not new, but for me it was new. The Wheel of Times. Oh my god, the Wheel of Time, the Wheels of Time, the Wheel of Time. Well, something like that. The Wheel of Time. I think that is the correct word. If you are a fantasy lover, if you love Lord of the Rings, if you love Game of Thrones, Dragonheart, all that kind of things. If you are a fantasy lover, you're definitely gonna love this series. Good heaven, yes, I loved it. Oh my gosh. So there are 3 seasons. So season 1 and 2 I was really quick through that. Here we go. And now I still need to watch series 3, but I noticed that it's not completely finished yet on television, so I am waiting a little bit, and I also feeling better now, so I'm definitely not gonna watch television during daylight. Absolutely not. I never ever do that. So yeah, sometimes I do in lunchtime, especially with Dragonheart, if I want to have a fantasy series, because my hubby does not like any fantasy series. So otherwise I don't have the ability to watch them. So sometimes if I do have a series that I especially want to watch without my hubby, then I will do that during lunchtime. But yeah, normally I do like to bing another one. I think you recognize that. So maybe I am gonna do a big pocket here. I like that, but let me first do another one on here. Let's see. We also can make a nice belly band for this small piece. That is also a nice thing to do. Why not? Let's just do random things just to fill up these pages. But absolutely, the Wheel of Time really get me. And there is one boy playing a minor role in it, and I was thinking that interests me. Yeah, it's really fancy good, not a fancy, it's just a very good looking guy, a young guy, and I was just recognizing him. The face is looking for maybe a look-alike that I am familiar watching on television, but after season 1 I got more intrigued of it, and then I could not wait any longer, and then I just googled his name, and oh my gosh, he is Dutch. So I definitely think that I know him from some Dutch movie or series or whatsoever. So yeah, I was finally happy that I know where I know him from. So yeah, cool. I love it when a Dutch person plays in a very good outside series or movie. And we do have in Holland not that much, but we have some good actors and actresses for playing in international videos. Alright, on this one I am gonna make a nice big pocket. So do we have, yep, we do have something left here. So let's start with a big fold line right here and here. And what's about that cherry? Oh my god, that is so difficult to let me first do some tape on. It's very difficult to explain, but no, it's really hard to explain what it's about. It's definitely with some magic and yeah, it's difficult to explain, but I love it. I love it. Okay, you definitely need to watch it if you are a fantasy freak. Go watch. And I hope they will gonna make a series a 4th season. I definitely hope, oh actually it was needed to go this way. Can I change it then? No, I already have my tape on. Well, then I'm just gonna do it this way. No, I like to have it on the other side, right? Oh my gosh. Can I just don't, I'm just gonna make it on this page. Yeah, everything can be changed. Yep, let's do that just on here. So we can do something else on the other side. Alright, so this can be a little closer, smaller. So I'm gonna stay 3 millimeters away from this edge. And then the rest, I think I just leave it on. Yep, why not? So then I am gonna take this and let's see, let's make a 2-inch here and a 3-inch. No, also a 2-inch, I guess. Let's see how that looks if we just draw this. Yep, that looks good. Looks fine to me. So I'm just gonna cut this off. Here we go. Alright, so it's a nice tuck spot. It's not actually a pocket because we can't go all the way. So first the bottom. So we can add, well actually maybe it does not need it because we do need a background. So it's not needed to place tape on. Well, I'm just going to do that. Used to that. Here we go. And what I think I told you already, I don't know, I don't remember if I did call that last week I was feeling better, but I was not that much better in talking, so I did some designing papers. I think I told you already that, I don't know. But yeah, so I finished a new paper collection. For this one I'm gonna make a side pocket. Can we use this one? No, we need a larger one. So we do need a new page. And that collection was how wide gonna make that? Just a nice 3.5, I think. So 3.5 plus a 1/2 inch, meaning that we can cut this a 4-inch. That collection was really a mind-breaking theme, but you will see in how many months? Many months after this one. But I am so curious how you all will react on that collection, because it's totally out of my comfort zone. So it took me a very long time. I think I already told you this, but anyways. Oh well, you just have to talk about something. What's on my mind? It's on my mind and I just want to share, and maybe I do share double things. And if I do, then I apologize for that. But now it's the time to make up my mind to, yeah, what fits with that? What ribbons, what kind of flowers or embellishments or boards or beads, charms. So I really like that period of time when it comes to that, and I hope my mom will have time to go shopping with me soon. Love that, to see where they have good stuff. Alright. And I still have my denture journey, of course. Last Monday we had a nice evening that I could have a full chat with my dearest friend, and yes, she also agreed that my lower teeth looks ridiculous. And it's each morning when I put them in, I look in the mirror and I think, oh my gosh, I look ridiculous. And I know, I absolutely know that if you have your first denture, your face will change. I know, I definitely know that. I know, guys, I know. The front I will keep it plain. I just want to have a nice decoration page, and on the inside is just pockets and tags and whatever. So I'm definitely going to do some big one at the back. We also can do 4 small ones. And what else can we do with this one? So we have this one and this one. Pockets, belly band, side pockets. Let's see, we have 2 big ones. Let's see what we want with that. I'm gonna make a full page at the last one, so I'm gonna use this paper. It's just a full, as if it's design paper. And what I am gonna do with this, so let's take this on. Let's just first check. What I like to do with this, so I just cut it as if it's design paper. What I'm gonna like to do with that is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna cut down sizes that fits on here. So how we can do that, and then I'm gonna start. The reason why I want this, because I want to add I think square ones on it, but then equal. So, and then I'm just gonna cut small incisions in it where I can put something inside. So from here and here, so just add little stuff in here. I think that will be fun. And then I always can decide what I do on my last page. So how we can divide this in the perfect size. Okay, let's see if I can grab a cheap white piece of paper. So I'm just gonna cut exactly the same size of this. And then I'm just gonna see what size would fit. So actually I am gonna make a template so I can cut all my design papers the same size. So let's see how. Okay, so is this our action? Okay, we're gonna start folding this double. We're gonna fold it again, double. And again, double. And then of course this side also. And then we already have pretty much a nice size of yep, I like that. So now what we're gonna do is I am gonna cut. I only need one, guys, I only need one. So I am gonna use my fiskars for that, because my fiskars does cut it so much better. Yeah, I know need to lift it with this one, but it is easier. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut down 1 millimeter off, just like that. And then I have need to fold it one more time. And let's cut down again 1 millimeter off. And then I have my template. All right. So if I now gonna cut down these pieces, then I should have, let's see, well actually if I do 4 then I do know if it fits all, but I guess it does. Yeah, I know for sure it fits. Alright, so I'm gonna cut down, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 by 4, 16. 16 pieces of these. And I'm gonna smooth all edges and then I'm gonna glue them on here. Yep. So I'm gonna cut these, then I'll come back for you guys and show a little bit how I'm gonna do that. Okie dokie. Yeah, I think of strangest thing, I know. But it's fun, guys, it is fun. I'm gluing down my square ones, or well, not square ones, but so I start normally if I do this first the upper low row and the below row first. Now I'm gonna do these two outside. So first I just check, 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 double check, and if it fits then I can glue them down. And if it does not fit, you just can adjust just a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. But I think if you fold that, and definitely gonna cut down a little bit more than a one millimeter then. And mine are also not completely perfect. No, 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 no. Sometimes there is just a little off, but check then right away if the other one fits, so you can still move if your glue is wet. Then I'm gonna do the inner, but then the outside is pretty much equal. Alright, so now let's check, check, check. Then I think these also fit nice. And if it needs an adjustment, then this is the time to do that. And if I see this is just a little tiny, too white. So I'm just gonna cut that down till it does fit better. And if you need to cut down just a little bit, nobody knows. Now you know, but nobody knows. So switch the edges and glue it all in. There we go. Go quickly with the other one, so if you need to move, then that you can. So this is a little bit how I do this. So place one down, not squeezing, not burnish it down, and then grab the other one. If you need to move, then this is your time. Mine is not perfect also. That is it's handwork, guy. It's not perfect work. It's handmade stuff. Alright, I like it. So that is for my piece. I can remove my template. So this is it. Now what can we do with this? Okay, we can do little pockets. You can cut down here, or you can cut down here. It's totally up to you how many that you want to make. You also can cut a small one here, a small one here, a small one here. It is up to you what you like to do with this. Or you're gonna keep this totally fully done. I do like it. I don't know if it looks good if I'm gonna cut in here. But I will, because I promised, so I just do. I am gonna do that. So I think this looks cool. So I'm gonna stay a little from the edge. They are going to be fighting a little bit for the chewing pieces, but that's just normal. So if you hear something, see, we just need to make a little incision. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Stay a little away from the sides. And then I have one here, yeah, and I think I'm just gonna do one here as well. So if you hear something, then those are my lovely 3 doggies. And just they have just to learn to go along. Shall I make a round one right here? I do like that. So just a small piece here. Same thing with here. And then here. Okay. Yep. I wish I could go here as well, but I can't go that far with this piece. And I do have one still upstairs that I can use, but it's still upstairs. So I am letting the dogs, because Chica really needs to learn to defend herself. Now Ratje is going to tell me, those two are going to fight. She's jumping to my leg. No, it's alright. It's okay. They don't fight. That's okay. Ratje baby, I call her most of the time, because she is even sweeter than Chica. Alright, now this was the plan, that we're gonna do this in here with those little incisions. Alright, so incisions, meaning that we're gonna glue down all the way around. Yes, we have a pocket here, so we're gonna keep this empty. We have a pocket here, so we're gonna keep this empty as well, but above we can glue down only here, because we have a pocket here as well. Okay, so first all the way around. All the way around. Okay, so here we have a pocket, so I definitely want to have above the pockets. Yeah, that's with this one as well. Above the pockets. So this we're gonna close down. And this we can close down. And the rest are pockets. Okay. Pocket, pocket, pocket. Yep. Glue it inside. I love to see it. Chica is finally fighting back a little bit, especially when she has a bone to defend. Sometimes I really motivate her to do it, to defend herself, because I can't be the police all day. She needs to learn for itself. I love it. It's so cute. Alright, and then let's give a demonstration. And the first thing is a little difficult, but once there is a tag inside, then it's not that difficult. Oh, I don't have any other ones. Alright, we can make our own. Let's just give this for example. This can go deeper. And then we have another one, but I don't have any tags left. But you get the picture. And then you have one here as well. I like that. So, cool. Like it. Alright, so I'm going to take this out, of course. And I'm going to put tags inside whenever I am ready for that. So yes, I like that. So we are going to continuing decorating this, and then we still have to decide what we're going to do for the larger one. But first things first, let's go to this pocket. Yeah, cool. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today, yep, I finished this one. I glued it on. Have my little tags in here. I did that yesterday. Then I decorate my pocket with the flower. So it comes back with this one. And the back just plain, it's not plain green, but this simple green. And then I chose for this big tag, this big card. I decorated, I made it some larger, so the text is nice to be read. So that is. If you're hearing something new today with my sound, for those who do not know, I have now my below denture in, because last night I had a birthday and it was just so awkward that thing was so loose. Oh, now she needs to go out. Yippee-yay. Even wachten. And so this morning I decided, well, I had a question first, who worked with a dentist. So I asked her if there was something, and she told me about that glue that you can use to stick your denture a little bit better. So I got it this morning, because tomorrow it's 4 weeks ago that I took them, that they took out all of my teeth. And the largest problem is that my lower denture is so loose that I can't talk with it, I can't eat with it. So it's so hard to let it in all day, especially if I want to talk much, like now with filming. So I grabbed myself this morning in the store that kind of glue, and I wanted to test it out. I just bought the cheapest one to just see if it works, and I just put just a little bit on to see. But guys, I even can put my tongue out. Oh my gosh. So now it's only a matter of getting used to the denture. So you still hear it, but yeah, I have now both in. So yeah, it feels so much better, but God, I have still a long way to go. So I have no idea how long it sticks, that glue, because it's the cheapest one. I don't know. If this one does not work, then I always can go with a more pricey one. But I don't think that quality has to do with the price. But so that's why I just first try it with the cheapest one. Alright, but for now, for I think a small hour that I have it in, yep, I am satisfied. So hopefully it stays there. So I did this. So then I already, because I needed to wait to see if it stays in my mouth. So I decorated the belly band, just first this piece, and then I chose for a simple beige one for the back. This one for in the middle. Best time to be kind always is always. And then I have a booklet, which I decided to put this one on. These papers. So I started with this one, cut it in two, and then I covered the front, the up and below. So that is my little booklet here, and it's completely covered almost. So I like that. Then I went to this pocket and I chose for the beige one. I added first this ribbon on, then the cotton lace on, and then this big yellow ribbon. And then I decided to just do a leftover piece for the back, a nice green one. And then when I'm done, I think I make this as a nice big tag to put in. Alright, so far, so cool. So now I'm going to flip this over. I'm first going to decorate this one. Then we still can decide what we want here. But I first like to show you the thickness of this page. See, now you have, because now we added something inside like papers and tags and such. So you still have place for adding more pictures. And as you can see with the second one, I am very happy with that 1/8. So we have the space for that. Alright, so let me decorate this first, but I'm gonna do this together with you because this is an awkward form. So I definitely want to, wow, this is not cut even. I do have a little corner here. And now she was just moaning, the puppy, but I ignored her, as you hear me saying, even wachten. Just wait just a second. And I think now she is ready to take a nap, because we were just out and she did her needs. So she can't need to go out. So I just told her to wait. And now she is, I think, getting a nap. Alright. Okay, so so I see here this paper, so I definitely want to get that back. So I have these in front of me, this set. I think the brown fits nicely with this one, and then maybe some yellow and green adding with that. But I think this is going to be the main piece, but I don't know exactly. I don't want to have a full, I guess. You also can do this, or we can do this. I think I will, or we just can do a strip. Just this strip. That is also a possibility. Then it is a little or a strip right here. What shall we do? I think a strip. I think I'm going to cut down this one for a long strip. Let's do that first. Alright, that's a nice one. So let's start with this one. Now you don't see this at the back, so let's put something behind it so you do see it. Alright, cut this shorter. I really had a good conversation this morning because my massage lady worked in the past with a dentist. So so I could ask her sort of things that I was wondering, and that I because next week Friday I do have a new appointment for the rest of the denture things. So I have a list that I want to question them, but tomorrow, well, this morning I had a chance to question that first. I think I like the green one. I think I'm just gonna cut it this way. And so I have a little list that I definitely want to ask them next week about the jawbone, how long I expect to wait till they can take off the root, because the root is still hurting, and I don't know if it's getting worse, but I have a feeling that it is getting worse. But yeah, the jaw bone also needs to heal, so I am wondering if there is not another way to take that root out. But okay, so so that is the thing that I definitely want to ask them next week. But the issue that I have with my lower denture is I was thinking that it is something that's in my head, between my ears. But my massage lady definitely told me, no, Diane, I give you absolutely comfort, no, I call that. She agreed with my issues, that it looks, not even, we're not going to talk about the fit, absolutely not, but how it looks. And I told her also, I know that I need to used to the changes in my face. No, she said, yes, you have a point, but it just looks amazingly wrong, and that is not between my ears. So I'm very happy to hear that it's not between my ears. Yeah, they really put my lower teeth way too much to the front, so I have my awkward feeling with talking. I do need to lift my lip way too much over the teeth. That makes it very, very uncomfortable. And so like I said earlier, first I had body teeth, and now I have the lower kindness strange teeth. But I am still happy that I did it all, and I have my positivity. Oh, here's the mark. I have the positivity that everything will be solved, and that is not between my ears. I only need to step up for myself and go back to the man who made that denture and ask if he can do something about it. If you can make a new one or whatsoever, because I'm definitely not going to walk with this one 6 or 12 months. Absolutely not. And if he does not go, he does not do anything about it, but I don't think so, but fingers crossed that he will be willing to do something about it. Then I just go to somewhere else who makes a new one for me, because my massage lady told me that the lower teeth are not that expensive to make a new one. And if that is true, then I think it's worth it to make a new one, because I hate looking myself in the mirror. Absolutely. I even don't want to have it in if I go to the store. Alright, so, and for those who know me longer than today, yes, I am that uninsured person who is not, I also can use this one, but this one, I like this one for the back. Alright, so I need a full one. That is a little bit of shame, but it is needed. So you just go all the way down, make a mark. First cut this one. And then just put that back in. I need the space right here. Alright, put it all in. Where is my fold line? Right here. Okay, so, yay. So, yep. I had a birthday last night. My mom-in-law, my mother-in-law, was getting 83 years old. Yeah, so for me I'm hoping to get that old. So, but it was a very quiet birthday because, well, my son is on a holiday. My daughter had to work, and most of the family is dead. Yep, and very much of their friends are ill. So she was a little bit complaining on that it was not a very happy day because most of the people were sick. And yeah, I feel a little bit sorry because, yeah, I think when you get older, it is getting less and less with the people that come. And yeah, I feel a little bit sorry for that. I wish that she had a wonderful birthday, and she had, but only with very less people that she's used to. So, but anyway, I had my cake. What has that to do with something? Nothing. That has nothing to do with something. Oh my gosh. That sounds really ridiculous. That has nothing to do with my mother-in-law feeling a little bit sad not having so much people and everything. Oh my gosh. What am I thinking? Well, I always try to take the positive thing on it, but that has nothing to do with cake. Alright, so we can now put loads of tags in here, photos in here. You don't have to do anything in here, just add your pictures in here if you already have. Now, what shall we do on this side? I think I like to have 4 little pockets. I like those. Just split this in 4 and create 4 little pockets. That is just a keep coming back thing that I just love to do. You also can make 4 big pockets, so you can add more. Yeah, that is maybe even better. So you can add more bigger pictures inside, and I think that is even a better idea. So we do that. Just 3 nice big pockets. We have the space for it. So we definitely want to fill that up. Otherwise this is getting loose too much. No, we definitely want to fill that up. So, yep, let's make 3 big pockets. Okay, so let's see, let's grab some papers. This does not fit, I guess. Oh, it might. So just gonna make 2 marks. I have the feeling that it's already getting a little bit looser. But maybe that's because I just took a zip of my tea Maybe that was too soon. But who knows? I just leave it in and I just see how it goes. Well, anyways, yep, for those who hate me talking about all these things, that's just me. And for those who follow me longer than today, knows that I talk about those kind of things. So, for those who do not like to hear it, I'm so sorry. Alright, so how to choose the depthness. So first of all, I like to stay away 1 inch from the top. Then I have a small 7" left. But I also want to have some space. Well, we do think so. Otherwise it's getting on and on. So if we don't want to have a space for the other two, 1, 2, 3. Then it should be 2 inch, 2 inch and a little bit. What if we do a 2 1/4? Then I don't have space, but I do like space a little bit. Let's say we want a 1/2 inch left here and here. Then I have 5 3/4. So I'm gonna make 2 inch. 2 inch depthness. Okay, so I'm gonna make my fold line. My fold line 2 inch. I'm gonna cut this down. Yeah, that's the first one. So that's my first pocket. The next pocket I'm gonna cut 3 inch. 3.5 just to be sure. And the next one also 3.5 just to be sure. Okay. Now we definitely want to make a 2 inch pocket. So I am gonna make a mark at 2 inch. 2 inch. I'm gonna do that with this one as well. 2 inch. 2 inch. Alright. Okay. We're gonna cut down straight and then a little diagonal. Same thing on here. Diagonal, straight, and then a little diagonal. Straight and a little diagonal. And a little diagonal. Alright, let's put some tape on and then I'll be back to you. Okay, so I put my tape on. I re-glued my denture. So my mistake. Not drinking the first hour. Especially not hot drink. So I think that was my fault, but hope it's not meaning that you can't drink any hot drinks during the day, but let's just see. Let's just see. I'm all new, but I was very happy that it finally stays there on its place. So never had that feeling, so that is nice. Alright, so let's go to the bottom. Let's do our first pocket. Well, I was wondering because the dogs were asleep, and I was afraid if I gonna go somewhere to another room they will follow me, and I was afraid that I disturb their nap and that they will not continue sleeping. But oh my gosh, they just follow me to the bathroom and follow me back, and they all found a new space and they all just go along with the nap. Okay, dogs will be dogs. Glad to experience that can just continuing. But it's the same feeling if your baby is asleep, then you don't want to make noise or want to wake them up, or otherwise you don't have the full advantage of them to be asleep. Oh yeah, this is without openings. That's this one. Yep. So we need to take this higher if we do. So if I take this to our 1 inch, then we still can. Then it looks a little bit better. So I'm glad that I did the 3.5. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, shall I first add this one on? I think we can do that. Because I have my 1 inch mark right here. Inch. Here we go, because this we just can't put this. We can put this piece over this. We can do that. Yes, of course we can. With a little effort, we can do that. We can do that. I'm just gonna move this in. Here we go. Till we can't go any further. See, you can do that. And then I'm just gonna move to the space where it's kinda same size. Alright, this one is 6 and this is a little bigger, so meaning that I need to go lower. This one is 6.3. Alright, I'm gonna make a mark where I need to put this in. Because now, can I take my tape off? That's gonna be tricky, but it's doable. Same as we do the pages. See, it's doable. I'm gonna put something that's not that sticky. Just a second. Go. And I'm going to move this up to that mark. There you go. Okay, with a little hocus pocus, we did it. Okay, finish that down, and now we just can decorate this, but we still can go all the way down. So we still have big pockets, which I love. Alright, so I like the combination of this still going. So let's see, yeah, we did this, so it's awkward maybe to use it this direction. But let's see, what if we just make little pieces like here, or this nicely in the middle. That is also not bad. Not bad at all. And then we're gonna fill that up with leftover pieces like this, and then we also can use some green and yellow here and there. I think a green one for the back, that looks nice. Okay, 1 inch going in, make a mark, needs to fit in the pocket. So that is needed as well. I'm gonna start with that. Oh, she can moan so lovely. This morning I had my massage, my every 3-week massage, 3-4 weeks. So she needed to go in the bench. And I hate doing that, but I know she just needs to learn. Also when my daughter is going to move out, and I don't know when that is, but when that day comes, that she's used to go in the bench if my daughter is going to work. But I hope till that day that she is so much getting used to be alone that she not eats the furniture. So if my daughter is going to work, that she does not bite the furniture, so she can leave the dog in the living room, like the same thing as my dog's doing that. I think I am gonna do this. What do you think? It's something different and I do like it. So what I'm gonna do is cutting my first one, because this one I definitely want to go lower. So I am going to cut this first. Because there was nothing better than, in my opinion, than not having your dog in a bench. But I know many people have it, and many dogs do have no issues for that. I know that, but my dogs are not used to that, because yeah, I'm not a bench person. But that's okay if you are, guys. I am not judging at all. The dogs of my bestie, well, 2 of my best friends also have benches. And they even, yeah, they don't mind. I know, they don't mind at all. So put this a 1/2 inch lower so it can go deeper. And then make a mark. Cut it. And now we're gonna glue it down at the same place, of course. And I noticed that each time when I put Benchy in the bench, she's not happy, of course, but she gets used to that, to it, so that's cool. I do have my white mark. I don't know if that looks ridiculous, but I don't mind. Here we go. And And then we can just fill on the rest in every order that you like, of course. But I do like the feeling that it's put there, so that it's on, that it's not loose all the time. Thank God. But I must confess, when it gets loose, you have that sticky stuff on your gum, and it feels like a melted substitute. I don't know, but now I understand that some people don't like to use glue for your gum. But if it stays there, then who am I to not use it? Alright, so guys, I am gonna use this one, but we're definitely gonna use as well another one. Someone has made a frog. I hope she did not poo. Good heaven, what a smell. Poo. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank God you do not smell that. Oh, I need to see if it's not poo. I hope not. She's asleep, so I don't think that she will. I think it's fart. They call that fart. Alright, so what do we want? Yeah, I definitely want to have that yellow back. So, and I think that we can do that. So I am going to cut a 1/2 inch first. 1/2 inch. And another 1/2 inch. So that I'm going to use first. For here. And then I'm going to fill that up with this. Okay, so, and then it looks like bibbidi bobbidi boom. Okay guys, and then it looks, if I take all out, because these I still need to decorate, then it looks like this. Let me take this all out. I decorate this a little bit at the bottom, put queen bee on and added this nice bee on, and here I have, don't forget to be awesome. So yeah, we have nice big pockets. So I added a nice big booklet for this side, but you can leave these out and put your own pictures inside, or if you already have pictures, then just add them inside. But for now I just put these inside. This is a little up booklet, so still loads of place. So yep, our ratatouille is ready. I'm gonna call this a ratatouille page, because here we have some patchwork with cut out pockets. This is a nice big pocket, a belly band, another side up pocket, another pocket, so all kind of, and a 3 pocket. So it's, yeah, a ratatouille page. And then we have the front, and I think the front I will just leave it with a nice decoration. I think I finally gonna use this. That's nice decoration, I think, just for a last page. I'm not gonna do anything on it because I think this page already is enough. So I'm just gonna make some nice decorations for it. Not sure what I have. This one left. These 2 I have left. What a wonderful combination. And then this green one. So I think we're just gonna do with these 3, front and back. And then let's see what I think a nice frame or something like that. Maybe the black in the middle. And these 2, well, I'll come up with something and I'm gonna show you. Alright, so I hope you like this page so far. I like it with some extra flippable pages. And I also like that this is just a full one, because now if you are flipping through your album and this, see, this does not need any closure. And then you all can flip this nice. Cool. Yep, I like it. And otherwise you did see this one the first. That was also nice, but I like it. Like a surprise, a present to open. Alright, so I'm gonna decorate this and I'll come back to you when it's ready. Stay tuned.